What is going on YouTube? Michael Fleetwood here. Welcome back to the Daily Grind Trader. Today's video, I've got a different coin, a new coin that I've yet to ever really talk about. So I'm excited about this because I've been charting this and I've been watching this for a while and it looks really good. It's been playing out about how I expected it to, and now it's time to really dive deep into expectations of where it's going to go moving forward. I'm talking about FANTOM. FTM. We're going to look into it and do a little bit of a deep dive on the current price analysis, so stay tuned. I'm going to tell you all about it. Alright guys, you know the drill. I'm not a financial advisor, this is not financial advice. I enjoy doing technical analysis and I post it publicly so you guys can see it. You can take what I use and do your own, make your own draws, use your own techniques, or maybe add something that I do to your technique and just be more well-rounded. Like I said in my last video, I took a technique that I saw someone else use, Mr. Silverback, and I used it in my own and made some money. So, guys, if you like these videos, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. We're going to dive into FANTOM now. So real quick, because I haven't talked about this coin before, just do a quick analysis on what it is. FANTOM is the number, or I believe it's number 36 on the overall market cap. Where's that? Yes, ranked number 36. FANTOM is number 36. It's currently trading at $1.96 per coin, with a circulating supply of 2.55 billion. Kind of strong volume today. $473 million in volume. So good trading volume, good overall market cap, strong market cap. You wouldn't call this a small cap or a micro cap or anything like that. It's a number 36 in the world. So good large cap coin. With that being said, we're going to dive into the technicals now. We're going to dive into the chart. Actually, before I do that, take a look at BTC Dominance again. Last time I talked about dominance, we're still up. It's at 46%. So dominance has been coming up. So that's why you've seen Bitcoin price rise without alts really following it. There's been some select alts that have been moving, but for the most part, alts have been kind of sitting stagnant. And this is why when dominance starts to fall, you'll see the altcoins start to pick back up and pick up at a much higher rate. I just want to make sure to put this out there as well, just so it's known that the BTC Dominance is still high. So we're going to FTM. FANTOM on the chart. This is in a bull flag pattern. You see we had this large bull run up. And right now I'm on the hourly chart, but we can flip this to 4 hour. But just for ease of visual, right now I'm staying on the hourly chart. So we had this long run up, and now we've been in a consolidation for quite some time. So this consolidation, you say it started here at the top, October 21st. I'm sorry, not October 8th, excuse me, of 2021. So October 8th until now. So it's been about a week in this consolidation. And what we have here is we have on your Elliott wave, where is that? On your drawing tools, your pattern tools, there's Elliott triangle wave and ABCDE pattern, and that's what we have here. So we started here. A is the first bottom touch, B is the first top touch, C is the second, D is the second top, E is should be the final bottom touch. Now what we had here on E was actually a nice double bottom. It hit bottom, kind of rose up a little bit and then bottomed again. So we had a double bottom here, but it held support. And you can see even when it went through a little bit here on this wick, the second touch from the double bottom wasn't quite as low. It held the support, and now we're starting to get a rise up. We're starting to get a run off of the bottom, which is a good sign. Now we need to break this downward resistance. This down pressure resistance, this trend line here, needs to be broken first. So typically, if I'm giving My thought process is that I'm going to wait for a break of this resistance before I buy, or I'm going to buy a support touch. But I don't like doing that, especially now, especially when BTC Dominance is so high, where if Bitcoin takes a drop, it could drop the alts with it, and we could drop below the support line and just be in a mess. So typically I would be waiting for a break of this resistance. And now what I have marked already, I have 2 marks set up for historical resistances, and you can see this was a support resistance line all the way back to here where it stopped here. Sorry about that. It got stopped. It sat on it around here, and coming across, it was a stop here and a stop here. So this was a resistance line. That's historical resistance. So if it breaks out in the next day or two, this would be my first target to take some profit. About say between 214 and 216. And if it breaks out, you're talking about 202, about 5 or 6%. Once it clears that, the B touch here would be your second level, your second resistance line. This would be where I would really be looking to be my primary profit taking area at about 235. And at that, coming off of 202, we'd be looking at about 16%. Now with this, remember guys, I trade on margin, so I'm trading tighter windows, and that 16% is a 160% profit for me trading on margin. The 5% is a 50%. So again, there's no reason why you can't hold this longer under normal trading circumstances. But for me, for trading margin, for needing to be precise, because that same way that 5% gain is a 50% gain for me, a 5% loss is a 50% loss for me. So that's why my stop losses have to be very tight. And you can see here, I actually thought about buying the support touch, knowing that this was going to be my stop loss. This was the under support. This was like the lowest support. If it broke out of this bottom line, this was going to be my support. If it broke this, then this whole thing was invalidated if it broke this line of support here. And that's also based off of it being a resistance here, and it flipped to be a support. It flipped to be a support once it broke through here. It came down, became a support, and then came off of that. So again, once this broke down, if it broke below this line, then it would be a struggle to get back above it, and it would kind of invalidate this whole falling wedge. So with that being said, let's look further into the technicals. And this is on the hourly again. But I'm gonna expand the MACD, because the MACD literally just flipped. It just flipped into the green. So the MACD should be starting to make it come up. Now again, it happens to where it's a very small range. This was a very small MACD flip, and it didn't really last long. Coming off of this bottom, it should get a good push. It should get a good push up, especially considering that we had on this first bottom of the double bottom, we had RSI touch oversold range. It was at 29 or 29.9. So 30 and below is oversold. So it touched the range of being oversold. And again, that gives, that sends a signal to buyers that this should be bottomed out, and it should be a good position to get into a long position, especially during a consolidation after a large run up. So we have the bullish momentum, bullish flag. We have a known support line, a flat support, and a dynamic support. We've bottomed out on the RSI. The MACD is just starting to flip around. And on the Arun index, we've got bull pressures kicking up, bear pressure falling. So again, another area of potential strength for this, where if we're looking here on the hourly, finish these lines up. If these Aruns hold their course, which they, it's 50-50 whether or not they do. Sometimes they come up and jam back down, or they sort of come back down and start to come down and jam back up. Nothing is guaranteed with this, but if they hold course, they give you an idea of a time frame for a bull cross. So the bullish cross would be looking like it would be around 5 a.m. tomorrow morning where the bull cross would happen, and that would give us really good buying pressure, and that would be within the next 6 candles. So actually, no, I'm sorry, this is on UTC. So right now it is only 3 candles away. So yeah, we'll get a bullish cross 3 candles away if things hold the way they're going, and the bullish momentum keeps going up and the bearish momentum keeps going down. It's another strong bull indicator. So lots of good indicators here. We have a bottomed out RSI. You can see where it kind of double bottomed, and now it should be coming up. Bull momentum on the Arun index, bullish momentum on the MACD. And the biggest thing I'm waiting for is to make sure that we get volume to go with it to break out this resistance. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to check back in on this probably tomorrow or Sunday and see how this goes, and kind of follow this trade through, let you know entry points and exit points, and kind of just follow through a full trade from the time I'm watching it to see where the potential could land to finishing it and taking profits. So with that being said, guys, that's going to be the video for today. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, until next time, peace.